So a blind man walks into a bar, and a table, and a chair. Guy walks into a bar carrying jumper cables. Bartender says, hey, don't start anything here. Octopus walks into a bar, sees a band of the classic barroom heroes, the Englishman, the Irishman, and the Scotsman playing in a corner. And he walks up to the band and he goes, I want to join your band. I'm the best musician in the world. So the English guy goes, okay, here's my guitar. Play my guitar. Octopus takes it, rips it. Better than Jimi Hendrix, better than anybody they've ever seen. Irishman says, okay, how about this? Gives him his keyboard. Octopus gets on there, killed him, jamming on the keyboard. The Scotsman goes, all right, here, play this. And he hands the octopus a bagpipe. Octopus is fumbling around. Finally, after a few minutes goes by, the Scotsman goes, so you can't play this one. Octopus looks at him and goes, play it? Hell, I'm gonna fuck her when I can get her pajamas off. A bear walks into a bar, goes up to the bartender and he says, I'll have a gin and tonic. The bartender says, okay, what's with the big paws? The bear goes, oh, what, these? I was born with these. Guy walks into a bar with his pet monkey. Pet monkey starts running around, causing havoc, eating everything in sight. Jumps onto the bar, he's eating all the garnishes, eating all the snack food on the bar. Bartender says, hey, get a hold of your monkey, get him under control, or I'm gonna kick you guys out of here. Guy says, okay. Gets the monkey back, settles him down for a few minutes. Next thing you know, monkey's up, turning around, runs over to the pool table, takes the cue ball, swallows it whole. Bartender goes, all right, that's it, you're out of here. Kicks them both out. A week later, the monkey and the guy come back. Bartender goes up and says, all right, this time, keep your monkey under control. Guy says, all right, cool. Shortly thereafter, the monkey gets up and starts tearing around, walks over the garnishes, but this time he takes the garnish, he shoves it up his ass, and then he eats it. Goes over, takes the snacks off the bar, shoves it up his ass, and then he eats it. Bartender goes over to the guy, he's like, what the hell is this about? What's he doing now? The guy turns to him and says, well, after he ate that cue ball last week, he's taking measurements now. This one's a classic. You gotta know this one. Pirate walks into a bar with a ship's steering wheel stuck to the front of his pants. Bartender says, hey, what's that all about? Pirate says, arr, it's driving me nuts. This is another version of that joke that's pretty good. Pirate walks into a bar with a paper towel on his head. Bartender says, what's up with that? Pirate says, arr, there's a bounty on me head. There's like a bunch of weird nerd jokes on here. An SQL query walks into a bar and joins two tables. I mean, who the fuck is gonna know what that is? An SQL query joins two tables. Man walks into a bar, orders 5 shots of whiskey. Bartender pours them all down. Guy sits there, slams them. Wham, 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 wham. One right after another. Bartender asks the guy, he's like, all right, celebrating. What are we celebrating? The guy says, my first blowjob. Bartender says, all right, congratulations. Here, let me pour you another. The guy goes, no. If 5 of them doesn't get the taste out of my mouth, I don't think the 6th will. There's some bad jokes. There's some like really gnarly racist jokes on here. Who's still a fucking racist today in 2013? Get your shit together. Let's see if I can pull this one off. 2 whales walk into a bar. Bartender asks, what do you want? The first whale goes, second whale cuts him off. Frank, go home. You're drunk. So a horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey, why the long face? So you can end there, or there's like second lines to it. Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey, why the long face? Horse doesn't understand English, freaks out, kicks over a bunch of tables and scrambles out of there. So a horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey, why the long face? And the horse says, crippling depression and alcoholism. It's my only escape. Kind of dark. So you guys want to keep jokes lighthearted, right? Stay away from the dark stuff. Dude, there's nothing about that. Like the horse's son just got diagnosed with terminal cancer. It's like, it's not a fucking joke. That shit's not funny. Okay, here's another classic one. A duck walks into a bar, asks the bartender, hey, you got any duck food? Bartender says no. Duck leaves. Next day, duck comes in. Hey, you got any duck food? Bartender says no. Duck leaves. Next day, duck comes in. Hey, you got any duck food? Bartender says no. Duck leaves. This goes on every day for about a week or so. Finally, the bartender gets fed up with it. The next day, the duck comes in. Hey, you got any duck food? Bartender goes, no, and if you come in here again, I'm gonna nail your feet to the floor. Duck freaks out, scrambles out of there. Next day, duck comes in, asks the bartender, hey, you got any nails? Bartender, no. Why? Duck goes, hey, you got any duck food? Something about a temperature superconductor. Don't do this. This is like way over people's heads. People are drinking here. They're not sharp, not sharp. This is super classic cliche, of course. We've all heard this one. A priest and a rabbi walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what is this, a joke?" Here's one I never heard. This one's pretty good. Skeleton walks into a bar, orders a beer and a mop. Okay, here you go. Guy walks into a bar, asks the bartender, "Hey, do you have any helicopter flavored potato chips?" Bartender says, "No, we only have plain." Gay guy walks into a bar, sees an Irish man drinking by himself. He goes over to the Irish guy, says, "Hey, what would you do if I jumped to the table and gave you a blowjob right now?" Irish guy stands up, socks him, knocks him out cold. Bartender rushes over there, he's like, "What the hell was that all about?" The Irish guy's hammer's like, "I don't know, something about me getting a jolt." Was that Scottish? I don't know, my accents are on point. So, okay, here's another one. Irish man walks out of a bar. That's it. That's the joke. Last few. A Jew walks into a bar and aces it. Hey, that's a compliment, right? Come on, if you're Jew, that's a compliment. Last one. 2 men walk into a bar. You figure at least one of them would have seen it. Oh, snap! And there it is. There are your walks into a bar jokes of the day.